satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Hi guys, and welcome to my channel Calm with Creativity. So today I'm talking Mother's Day and hopefully sharing with you a load of ideas of things that you can make and DIY, gifts, cards, lots of things that you can do just to show that you appreciate your mother. These are a combination of ideas that I've found that are inspired by something else or that I have come up with on my own. Not saying that I'm claiming the rights to them at all, because people have probably done them way before me, but yeah, so this is just a combination of a lot of ideas that I have whirling around my head of things that I could do to show my love and appreciation for my own mother. So make sure to subscribe if you like this video, and without further ado, let's just hop right into it. So the first DIY that I have is, it's sort of like a gift of an experience, I guess, and I really love the idea of gifting experiences as opposed to just an item or a gift that might get used or might get forgotten or not really be wanted as such. Whereas I feel like if you gift an experience, that person's always going to have that memory, so it's just a really nice keepsake mentally. So the idea that I have is sort of around a tea party, and obviously you can gift whatever experience you think is appropriate to your mum, but I know my mum anyway, and I think quite a lot of mums really appreciate the bonding time with their children. So I think that's why I like the idea of an afternoon tea, because it's that whole idea of you sitting down with your mum and having some time and just chatting about things and like sort of reinforcing that relationship. So the gift idea I have is just grabbing a gift box, and you could put a teacup or anything that sort of represents the experience that you're gifting, along with the gift certificate of the experience that you can buy from there's loads of different experience websites or discount websites like Groupon and places like that, or you can go direct with hotels as well. I know many hotels offer packages on things like that as well. So that's sort of the first idea. Sort of in correspondence to that as well, obviously not everyone has the money to be going out and spending like however much it will cost to have a fancy afternoon tea in a fancy location. So I think that you could totally achieve this idea on a budget as well, just by creating the sort of afternoon tea yourself. So I know that I did this as an idea when I was younger, because obviously I didn't have the income then that I do now, and it doesn't just have to be for those of you who are younger who don't have an income, but also those of you who maybe don't have as much money to spend on just random things, who are maybe counting the pennies to save up or for whatever reason. And so this idea is more accessible, I guess. So you can throw like your own tea party at home or wherever it will be. And the way I executed this was I actually went to a charity shop and bought a really, really nice set of bone china teacups and saucers with really pretty like floral designs. And I got these for like under a tenner, and it was like 8 of them, which I think is a really good deal. You wouldn't be able to find that anywhere else. I'm pretty sure it was even below a £5. So it was really cheap, really inexpensive. And then all I did was we just threw a tea party with loads of cake and tea and little sandwiches and things like that. And we just had all of our mums sort of in the family, so like my mum, my grandma, my auntie, people like that, and just so that we can share the experience as a family all together while showing our appreciation for our mums. And I think that that's a really nice time just to catch up with family, to give those like opportunities a real meaning. So that's my first idea. The second idea I've got is obviously slightly more traditional for our mums, and that is a flower arrangement or flowers or whatever it is. And again, flowers can be quite pricey, and I do really like the look of flowers, but I mean, it doesn't show as much thought if you've just gone out and bought some flowers and given to them like that. So for that reason, I really like the idea of making them sort of floral arrangement, because you've gone to the trouble of putting in that extra effort just to show how much you really appreciate your mum. And this does not have to be expensive at all. You could get plant pots, or you could even do it in a teacup, or whatever you want to arrange your flower arrangement in. And you can get things like this from the pound store. This does not have to be expensive. You can make this fit whatever budget you want. And that goes the same for flowers as well. There are so much range of flowers out there, and there is so much range in the prices of them. I know if you're from England anyway, or actually Lidl's isn't. But anyway, you can get like cheap sort of bouquets of flowers from places like Lidl and Aldi, and the cheap ones that they sell there are super inexpensive. They're like £3 for the whole like bouquet, and they last really long. I know the Lidl ones last for absolutely ages, slightly more than the Aldi ones, but anyway, and you can just take these, whatever colour that you want, whatever colours that sort of you think your mother will appreciate most, and you can just open them up when you get home, cut the stems to the right size and insert them into some, I can't remember what it's called, the green stuff, like the green spongy foamy stuff that florists use, and you insert your flowers where you want and you arrange them all nicely, and then you pour the water into it and it absorbs all the water and feeds all the flowers everything that they need. And yeah, and that way you can really style the flower arrangement the way you want it, make it look really pretty whilst putting in that little bit of extra effort, but not breaking the bank and not using up so much of the precious time. So yeah, that's that idea all wrapped up. The third idea is a bit like a spa in the jar, but more of just whatever sort of products you feel will relax your mum or give her that sort of zen time just to relax, unwind, and just have some time off essentially. So this can be things like a face mask or bubble bath or things like that, or it could just be like chocolates and lip balms and things like that. Whatever your mum is going to enjoy, put all in a jar and just packaged up really, really nicely. And obviously this is unique to whatever your mum's likes are and things like that. You can put whatever you want in the jars, and the sky really is the limit. The fourth idea then is just some card ideas, and so all you want to do for the first card is just grab a plain card and some buttons and simply pop all your buttons onto the card. You can choose whatever colour buttons you want and just make it and stick them down with a hot glue gun into the shape of a heart. And then I've recently found this saying on Pinterest and I absolutely love it. I think it's such a nice saying, and it is, mums are like buttons, they hold everything together. And I just think that's a really nice portrayal of how our mums, like the role of our mums are in our lives, and so I really love that for a card. The second card idea is just grabbing some different patterned washi tape and sticking that right down on your card, with leaving out a heart-shaped cutout of the washi tape so that the plain card is showing through there. And then all you need to write in that plain card heart is either Happy Mother's Day, some other sort of words that you want to say to your mum, or even sayings like the previous one that you really like to appreciate your mum. And then simply fill in your cards and gift them however you want with the presents and or experiences or whatever that you want, just to show your mum how much you appreciate her this Mother's Day. So thank you for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed all the ideas that I have to bring. Make sure to comment any other ideas that you have so that we can carry on this sort of brainstorm of ideas between us, just to help those who might be struggling to know how to show their mums just how much they appreciate them. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so that you're notified when I upload new content, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!